Good afternoon, guys. My name is Esteban Ordóñez. I'm a New York City-based mixologist, and I have the pleasure today of being at DOM NYC, the latest creation of master mixologist Albert Trummer. Albert's been at it for years and years and years. For those of you who don't know, he's the originator and the creator of Apothec. He's created an elixir, several liqueurs, written books, published author, and altogether a bar whiz. We're at his venue now. We're going to be making some cocktails with ArteNOM Tequila. To my right is Anthony Martinez, also known as El Pollo, great mixologist. He's the lead guy here. And we will be showing you some cocktails driven by my favorite spirit, tequila. We have the pleasure of being able to make cocktails at DOM today, and even more so with ArteNOM Tequila. We're going to be doing 4 cocktails highlighting each of the expressions. The first expression is going to be our bittersweet victory.
Welcome to DOM.
Hello guys, once again, Esteban Ordóñez, New York City-based mixologist. Have the pleasure of being at DOM NYC today, and I'm going to be making a cocktail for you. It's called Bittersweet Victory. It's loosely a pomegranate sour, but it's not. The difference is I'm actually going to be using pomegranate ballet from Mexico. It's a pomegranate bitters. I'm also going to be using ArteNOM 1579, which is made at the distillery El Pandillo in Jesus Maria. The reason I chose this tequila is because it is clean, subtle, but it has incredible amounts of green pepper flavors to it, and it complements the other ingredients that I'll be using. I'll be describing as we go along. So follow me and let's make this cocktail. The first thing we're going to do is get ice. I don't want to dilute too much. I want to chill it. Then I'm going to do a ½ ounce of the Ballet Granada. And again, all natural color. Look at that beautiful hue of red. I'm going to follow up with an ounce and a half of our ArteNOM 1579. As I said, Jesus Maria, one of the highest points in Jalisco, Mexico. Very, very clean, nice, citrusy, peppery. We're going to do an ounce and a half of that. I like to be generous with my tequila. We're going to follow up with ½ an ounce of amber agave nectar. The brand that you like is fine. Just make sure it's amber and not dark. And for my acidity and contrast and flavor, I'm going to use pink grapefruit, fresh squeezed pink grapefruit juice, and I'm going to do 3/4 of that. We're gonna let that sit there for just a second, and I'm actually going to get my glass ready. I've chosen this glass. I like the shape of it, I like the color of it. It screams nice, refreshing, but it's also fun and funky because of that turned color to it. I want to use crushed ice for this because it's going to help us with dilution as well, but it also is going to lighten up the drink, and it's going to keep it nice, cold, and fresh for us for a while. We're going to give our shaker a nice good seal, and we're going to do a nice proper shake. We don't want to beat it too much, we just want to chill it, we want to slightly dilute it. It's time to serve. That's all natural color from the pomegranate and the pink grapefruit. And for the garnish, I'll prep it for the garnish. Here we go. And fresh pomegranate seeds to follow. Here we go. We're going to get a little funky and creative. There we have it, the bittersweet victory. It's the holidays. Why not have some fun? ArteNOM Tequila is the best selections of that particular distillery. And it even points out a map. If you want any more information, you go to the NOM, tequilanom.com, and you put 1414, and you'll see that this is actually one of the most common NOMs. They make amazing tequilas.
I'm so excited after all these years to create a special drink with Esteban. It's an old family recipe, created my own elixir, and it's a basic for a champagne cocktail. And the champagne cocktail, it always needs a good base, and the good base is the tequila. So Esteban, please.
So traditionally, we would have cognac, but because of the richness and the complexity of our añejo, 1146, which is made at La Tequileña in Atotonilco and Alto, we find that it has a lot of nuances that I think rival, if not match, those of cognac. What we're doing is a traditional cocktail with champagne that Albert has modified and given it that special twist. Here we go.
And then we need a little bit of the elixir, what is easy to pour.
Albert, your elixir, it's 100% natural in color, no additives, right?
It's totally organic, and it has also health. I shouldn't say that alcohol is, but it has health benefits. I taste it every day on my own. And then we have another
classic.
Another friends of the family, another JC brand. We love JC, so we're pouring some champagne over there too, to finalize that whole thing. Marcos, more fire, please. And then we top the whole thing with a little bit of a lemon twist.
Zest. Lemon zest, yes, bravo.
Lemon zest too.
Albert, we haven't worked together in a long while. This is fun. I remember the good old days. Cheers.
Welcome to ArteNOM. My name is Marcos Antonio, and tonight we're gonna make some hot toddy, but in Mexican style. So for the start, we're gonna start with a 1414 tequila. It's made by Feliciano, and also is come from Aranda, Guadalajara, Jalisco. All right, we're gonna start with 1 ounce of tequila, which is a reposado. And I use a ½ ounce of piloncillo syrup, which is it's a brown Mexican sugar with the infused with that cinnamon and also some citruses and apple cider. We're gonna add a little bit hot water. Remember, this cocktail is very good, especially for this winter, and you can make it at home. We're gonna add some spices like cinnamon sticks, some dehydrated apples, and some star anise. We make a sun stir so we can extract all the flavors and all the spicy flavor from there. And there you go. That's the hot toddy.
You saw me make a cocktail earlier. I measured it. I followed recipe and guidelines. With this one is a little more of a free pour. I'm sort of going to eyeball it. The reason I chose this particular ArteNOM is because of the flavors of it. They're rich. They're really agave forward. And that for me says a lot when it comes to tequila. We're also going to be using the Ballet Angostura Amargo, another traditional product from Mexico. Now I'm going to add my key component, and that is fresh coconut water. And again, I'm just going to eyeball it. I'm going to almost match the amount I had of tequila. And then simple syrup. And the reason I'm using simple syrup and not agave is because I don't want to have an effect on the flavor of my tequila. I just want to sweeten it slightly. So again, I'm gonna eyeball it. I like it slightly sweet. The coconut water brings a little bit of sweetness, but not enough in my book. Once I have that, just gonna give it a little stir. I build it in a glass. I make it super simple. This is what I actually drink during the summer months at home. I'm gonna grind just a little bit of nutmeg on top to add complexity and to add that sort of tropical warm spice aroma to it. Cheers to you guys from ArteNOM.